Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay, so the start of a brand new week, and actually Rangers return back to competitive action this week. Yes, taking on Hearts this weekend. I can't believe how quick this summer break has gone. Excited, of course, to see Rangers back in action, in competitive action again. Of course, I do miss my football, do miss watching Rangers play. But at the same time, equally anxious with regards to our current squad. I still do believe we're on Monday now as we're speaking. There's a lot of work to be done to that playing squad by the time we get to that game against Heart of Midlothian. Now, in today's video, guys, we are just going to round up all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. And as you can see there, our Rangers set to make a big transfer U-turn after recent comments and developments. We'll discuss that, of course, in detail. But again, as I'm speaking now on terms of the team, yesterday, we found out the news that Rangers, or Joanne Jordan from Sevilla, had kind of rejected the proposition to join Rangers. And I, did say that I do feel a bit upset by that sort of transfer. But look, we move on now and look for another target. We can't be, hanging our heads. But my only thought process with regards to Rangers transfer strategy, it has seemed that we've been negotiating with Sevilla for about 2 weeks with regards to this player, but no one did the due diligence to speak to the agent to see if he actually fancied coming to the club. I mean, if we're going to be pursuing a player, trying to get something sorted out with the clubs, you'd think that we would at least go and see the player if he wanted to actually come, and waste 2 weeks on chasing a midfielder to the football club. But either way, same thing remains to be seen. We still need to bring a midfielder into this football club. We need still to bring somebody in by experienced midfielder by the game against Hearts. We need a centre-back still by the game against Hearts. We need, a striker by the time we play against Hearts. There's still so much work to be done. And at this moment in time, yes, there's Gonçalo Borges. That is a player that is of interest from Rangers, who plays out on the wing. There is no one really in the pipeline in terms of who we're linked to. So I'm hoping some things start to happen pretty quickly. With regards to outgoing, still no update with regards to that transfer update. It does seem like Connor Goldson has gone to Harris, but we haven't got any confirmation of that deal yet. But there's still Todd Cantwell, still Yanis Hadji, there's still potentially Tavernier. All these players kind of in the pipeline. I'm going to talk about Tavernier quickly. And I'm going to talk about a certain other player. That is the main subject of today's video. But it does seem as though Tavernier could potentially stay at the football club. By looking at Philippe Clement's comments, I know, it's up to him, but that Trabzonspor sort of transfer thing has gone sort of quiet and stale. And just looking at Tavernier in pre-season and the drop-off of last campaign, it's imperative that we don't start the player this season, in terms of he's not a starting player. If he's going to be staying at the football club and wants to be getting this 10-year testimonial or whatever he wants to be doing, leading Rangers into the new regime, he can't be starting every single game. We need a new right back. It's clear to see that he's dropped off, and even in pre-season he was ranked rotten in all of those games at right back, scoring a lone goal in one of them, but just really poor. And we can't be having Tavernier as our first right back going into the new season. Love the guy, but that just can't be the case. And if he's going to be staying, if this move isn't going to be going through, then we still need to bolster those ranks, and he can't be our first choice right back for this season, in my personal opinion. But moving on to the other U-turn that seems to be happening. Look, earlier in the transfer window, around a month ago, it seemed as though Cyril Dessers was the subject of a lot of interest. And we were getting reports out in Greece basically stating that, personal terms had been agreed by Dessers. There was other clubs in Saudi Arabia that were also interested in the player. But Cyril Dessers has came out and basically stated that he's not going anywhere this summer. He said Cyril Dessers vows to be going nowhere as he publicly sets his Rangers trophy aims out. The Belgian striker, has been subject to transfer interest this summer. Philippe Clement has made it clear that no player's position in the first team squad aside from Jack Butland is safe. Dessers scored twice already, as impressed during the club's 4-4 draw draw against Union Berlin in pre-season friendly match, and despite feeling like people are still surprised to see him in a Rangers jersey, Dessers insists he'll be staying put. Every summer is a big one at this club, the 29-year-old said. That's not a real surprise. I'm happy at Rangers. I said when I signed I was hoping to stay for a couple of years and to win some trophies. I've won one, but now I want the biggest one of them all, and that's the league. For me, there's been a lot of writing and talking. Sometimes I come into training and it's like, oh, you're still here. I don't really have a lot of ideas about what's happening, but I don't read too many of these things. When they call me, it will probably be serious, but I haven't had that call. My fiance and I are at home here in Glasgow. We feel very good about everything. We're happy to be here, and hopefully I can be here for many years to come and help the team win some trophies. Yeah, he also went to continue. It's been nice to have a full pre-season. Last year I came in with an injury and I could only train fully the week before the league started. The season before I played in the Conference League final and then the national team, so I came in late to pre-season with Cremonese as well. It's been really good to have a good build-up to the training. I feel fit and I'm ready to go for the next week's opener, definitely. So that looks like a bit of a U-turn. It did seem as though the writing was on the wall for sort of Cyril Dessers. It did seem that he was going to be going out to the football club, but he's insisted that he's very happy at the club. He's also on a contract and he's, well and truly entitled to stay at Rangers going forward, and he's pretty much starting most of these matches. But, I've said time and time again, I don't think my ticker can deal with Cyril Dessers being our starting striker this season. And whilst I do commend the guy, I think he's got the perfect mentality to play at Rangers. He doesn't let the small things get him down, and this sort of abuse and, it's hard to be a Rangers player. I've said that for a long, long time with the fans and stuff. He's got the mentality attribute, so I just question his ability. Yes, everyone keeps pointing. Yeah, he scored 23 goals or whatever it was last season. Yes. But for every goal he scored, you have to give everything the eye test. He missed fucking 7 big chances, and massive chances of that. And yes, he got goals because he created a lot of chances, but my goodness me, he missed so many. And I just don't know if I can deal with him being the striker this season. And again, people say, give him a chance. I think we are giving him a chance. It bloody looks like it. But still, I don't think we should be resting on our laurels. We made the mistake in January not to get a striker, cost us the league title, and we can't be making that mistake again here today. Aberdeen and Heart of Midlothian have better strikers. We're supposed to be, the best team in the country. We're supposed to be the side that are going for the title, and we're competing for titles. I'm not saying that's necessarily our remit this year, but we're meant to be the biggest club in Scotland, which we are. But 3 other clubs have got better strikers than us. Celtic have got a better striker than us. Hearts have got a better striker than us. Aberdeen have a better striker than us. And I don't think that is good to see. And Cyril Dessers, it seems as though he's made a U-turn and is going to be staying put at the club for the foreseeable future. So it looks like we're going to be dealing with Dessers next season, which, okay, I wish him all the best. I never want a Rangers player who puts on the jersey to be bad. And I want him to do well. He's a nice guy. But at the same time, Rangers do need to bring a striker in through the door. We can't rely on Danilo, and we can't rely on Cyril Dessers for the whole of this campaign. A striker is of necessity, and we should be bringing one in before the end of this transfer window. In fact, by the time we play Hearts. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today. As always, do let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below with regards to Cyril Dessers. Are you for him staying? Is there anyone out there that goes, no, we don't need any strikers? As stated, let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Make sure you do check out our new collection, rfcclothing.com, or go down into the link in the description. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.